I saw a publication yesterday by Messii when she was saying, I think it was on Facebook when she was talking about it. Oh, she was being forced to talk that whatever that is being done in the secret, God knows everything. She was just talking in parable, and before you could see Jack Robinson, lots of followers came out and say, "Oh, don't mind them. People are jealous of you. This and that." Some are of the opinion that he should talk. He should say something, because if he does not say anything, yes, the rumor out there and people saying negative things about her will continue. She has to come and say what she knows. And some of the people said, "Oh, don't say anything, no, because the more you say something, the more you will be tempted or you will be compelled to be speaking every now and then. That you go explain tire. So the best thing is just to be quiet. That silence is golden." And before we could say Jack Robinson again, we are now hearing that the EFCC, yeah, EFCC our court stops EFCC from arresting and harassing the music producer, his manager, easy concept or so. And yes, that's a backlash against her again. That shame on Messii Chinwo as a court stops EFCC from arresting harassing music producer. No be this Nigeria with it. Messii came out and said this and that. Even the other guy, the other Judy is her name also. And the man came out and said, "Oh, they are ganging up against him." He started bringing in sentiments, saying that Messii Chinwo was using sentiments, through religious bodies and all of that. That when he was bringing this girl up, nobody was there. When she was begging for years for him to help him, he's himself, he has a record label, that nobody saw him, this and this and this and that, yeah, 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 yeah. And people said, you guys should just go and say to yourselves, behind the scenes, when you were sharing the money, when you were having good time, nobody was there. So why calling everybody? Why bringing it to social media? So why is it that the court has said EFCC should not arrest him again? Well, does it mean the court case, because from what we've gathered, the case is in court. So does it mean the case has been withdrawn or what? It was an embarrassing day for gospel singer Messii Chinwo at the Federal High Court in Lagos this morning, as Justice Alexander Owueye criticized the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) over the alleged harassment of music producer Ezike Onyedikachukwu, the CEO of Easy Concept Global. The judge, who had previously issued an arrest warrant for the music producer, ordered the EFCC to cease any further intimidation, harassment, or abuse of court processes in the ongoing case involving Messii Chinwo and her former boss. Messii Chinwo reportedly invited members of the press to the court, seemingly anticipating a dramatic turn of events should the EFCC successfully arrest Ezike Onyedikachukwu on the court premises. However, the court proceedings took an unexpected turn, leaving Chinwo and her team disappointed by the outcome. Did she go to Lagos? Was she in Lagos? Was she in Lagos? Well, the judge's strong remarks and dismissal of further intimidation tactics by the EFCC shifted the narrative, leaving Messii Chinwo and her team at the center of an embarrassing episode. Now true na dey talk so. Na true una dey talk so. Yawa. Yawa. If EFCC will not arrest, because EFCC does not have a right to arrest him. If the case is already in court, they shouldn't even arrest him again. So whether this means that this whole thing about oh, you paid me this, I did not pay me this, I got this, I did not get this, whether it's going to be the case again or just the arrest that we are talking about. Now wow. Now it's like everybody's just enjoying him or herself now, because like some people will tell you that it's only God that knows those who are serving him. I always say it's no God for yourself. No God for yourself. And you, if you are in a position of you know worshiping, praising God, praising God, bring glory to God's name, you must be careful in everything you do. You must be careful in as much you are protecting, or you don't want to bring um shame to the name of God. You don't want the name of God to be rubbed in the mud through you. You yourself, you still need that that respect, that honor, that people will not drag you as well. It's going to be a win-win. You are protecting God's name and you are protecting your name. It is very, very um very, very, what is it called, very important. The reason why a lot of people still fall into this trap is just a desperation, because I believe if all of the things had been signed on ground, because we know how Messi started, she never had shishi. But because out of desperation, you agree to some terms. Oh, I beg, any, Jare, the first make I blow first. But later, you begin to see the reality. At the end of the day, you'll be regretting and you want to take up some things. I think that was what really happened in this case. So you need to be clear. One needs to be clear from the beginning, but I believe it is out of desperation. And don't forget, a lot of people want to have learned with this. As we are speaking, as we are talking now, some people will still not learn from this, because a lot of mistakes have been made in the past, and it was due to desperation. Let me just have somebody that will just be, promoting my songs and all of that, because this has happened to many musicians, other people who are not even Christians. So we Christians are supposed to be as wise as a serpent, so that this kind of a thing will not happen. But like I said, it is this desperation that will make somebody to enter into these things, because when this whole thing started, it was part of the agreement. The guy was uploading all of those music on his YouTube page and in other platforms. So in the first place, it was not supposed to be, but because of desperation, you didn't have what it takes. Now you are doing, you are getting to know, because you feel that you've arrived. Because that time, why did she talk? Well, like we said, let them go and say to themselves and do the needful. So guys, let's hear your opinion and have your take on this. Thank you.